Good evening, everyone. I am Guerra, and today I'm here with Balti, Andy, Justin, and Anna. Since I was little, my parents used to drive past McDonald's, Wendy's, and many other fast food restaurants on the way home from my ballet practices, and while they did stop by occasionally to appease my desire for a happy meal or as a reward for good grades or good behavior, this was not always the case. One of the main reasons behind this was that as a ballet dancer, I was expected to carry a nutritious diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins, something that fast food chains could not provide. Today, based on personal experience and extensive research, I will address how and why fast food chains have had a detrimental impact on the American community. But most importantly, I will present a plan to action in the hopes of gaining your trust and support in solving this issue. First, I will explain the extent of the problem and why it is so dangerous. It is no secret that childhood obesity is a serious epidemic that affects children all around the world. In fact, according to Megan Klugo, a social science major at Maryland University College, in our country alone, 17% of all children and adolescents are now obese, which is 3 times the rate from just a generation ago, and which, according to the No Youth Media, accounts for more than 70% of obese children suffering from cardiovascular diseases. Childhood obesity is more than just another issue. It is a serious, life-threatening condition that has sparked much debate about who is to blame. Do you think the government, fast food restaurants, parents, or even children are to blame? Well, many studies have found that relying on fast food as a dietary staple leads to potentially unhealthy weight gain and other health concerns. And as Megan Klugo stated, childhood obesity is influenced by many factors, including familiar eating patterns, the media exposure, and children's television advertising, but one of the most complex is fast food. In fact, studies from the California Department of Education supported that students who went to school near fast food restaurants were heavier than those who went to school where there were no fast food outlets nearby. But you and I also have a role to play, so here's what I propose. First, eat more at home and avoid fast food completely. According to Barbara Gray, a nationally recognized health expert, eating at home and even finding cheaper recipes is the healthier choice. Second, let's advocate for public policies to limit the proximity of fast food outlets to school. Many experts have already proven how modifying fast food locations and choices can make a difference. Third, let's urge public schools to improve the nutritional quality of their students by encouraging them to find other means to raise money rather than using fast food chains. An example that has already succeeded is the Charles Ellis Montessori Academy, which has an active PTA that organizes a variety of fundraising activities, including dances, movie nights, and festivals, to raise money without relying on fast food. And lastly, let's limit children's television advertising. According to a study conducted by the National Bureau of Economic Research, banning fast food advertising during children's television programming would reduce the number of overweight children by 18%. As can be seen, marketing strategies are effective in attracting the attention of children who in turn influence their parents' purchasing habits. However, others believe that presenting children with the appropriate eating patterns relies solely on the parents. They believe that parents are the ones given the role to protect their children and that they, not the government or the fast food restaurants, are solely responsible for childhood obesity. Even a study conducted in Australia supported that if a child grows up in a household with healthy parents and learns the value of making smart food choices, the child will likely continue these habits as they get older. But are parents actually the only determinant in childhood obesity? The topic of child obesity is not just an issue in the United States, but is a universal one, and action must be taken in order to prevent this epidemic from continuing into future generations. And while parents do play a vital role in helping the children to develop healthy eating patterns, the infinite alternatives of fast food restaurants are the primary force behind skyrocketing health problems and obesity in children. In conclusion, I hope you now understand the problem of fast food chains' influence on childhood obesity and why we should avoid buying from them. I hope you will educate your child about obesity and take action in the community, such as expressing your concerns to school administrators to help overcome this problem. And while I recognize that solving this issue won't be an easy task, it is always possible to make a difference by making a healthier choice. Thank you.